starting, like going long, we've got Djokovic as well. All right. What's going on, everybody? This match is happening. It's alive. And Sinner is playing. Now, Sinner is apparently, I saw in the practice, he's wearing a sleeve on his arm. Kind of like, I guess, who has a sleeve on his arm? Kyrgios, Musetti, those guys wore them. I think Zhang. So he is wearing a sleeve on his right arm for the elbow issue. So it's definitely a problem. We'll see how much of a problem because he's going to be facing one of the biggest serves in the world. So I'm sure Shelton's going to test him out very early to test that elbow. But the elbow is, I think we could say it's sore. I don't know how bad, but we'll find out if it affects his play. Because it did affect him in the last match against Dimitrov. It's a big reason why he wasn't playing as well as he should. So we'll see. Alcaraz also wore one. Yep. He wore one last year, right? But let's see. Let's see if Shelton can push Sinner in this matchup. They've played 6 times. It's 5-1 in favor of Sinner. Shelton did win their first match, which was in Shanghai a couple of years ago. So let's see. Also, Andreeva and Bencic, they played an hour and a half, no breaks of serve yet. So it's been a very solid serving display in this match as well. All right. Okay. As Bencic 30 love. 30 love. And the return goes off the tape from Andreeva. Slice Bencic into the back of Andreeva, who's a passing shot winner. 30-15. 30-15. All right. 30-15. As it a forehand rally. Bencic on the stretch. Andreeva down the line. Bencic can't get it. 30-0. Chance for Andreeva to get another break point here. All right. Thirty-0. Seven to the backhand is a fault. Oh, it's a double fault. And it's 30-40. I think Bencic just hurt her toe as well, so we'll see what happens next. 30-40. She's limping around a little bit, Bencic. All right, 30-40. Break point for Andreeva. As the return goes back into Bencic, she goes down the middle for a winner. And it's deuce. All right, deuce. Sinner and Shelton about to get out on court and kick things off. On court number one is with a backhand return now to the forehand of Andreeva, but she sprays it on Andreeva and it's advantage Bencic. Did they move the schedule to help Jannik recover? Because I was sure he was supposed to play before Swiatek. No, they have the ladies on first because they're the semi-finals for the ladies tomorrow. So they would have had Swiatek and Andreeva's matches on first because to give them the extra time. Otherwise, if you put Sinner on first, Swiatek's match might end at like 8 p.m. tonight, and then they're going to play tomorrow. So the women's matches were always going to be first. Yesterday was different because yesterday they had, because they could afford to do a bit of a staggered schedule yesterday, but today they can't do it. All right, Bencic holds 4-4. So yeah, so today the schedule was always going to be this today. Doesn't matter if it was injury or not. All right, 4-0. Andreeva serving again to stay in front. Sinner Shelton about to walk out on court. This is what we were waiting for. As Bencic hits a return winner, love 15. Love 15. As the return goes into the forehand of Andreeva. That's a winner. 15-0. What happened to the 30-all sound effect? I don't know. I forgot to press it. All right. 15-0. So Andreeva serves a fault. As the return goes in the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand now from Bencic. Again, the forehand of Andreeva is Bencic backhand. Into the back of Andreeva. Bencic with a forehand into the slice of Andreeva. Bencic forehand again. As Andreeva comes to the net. Bencic with a passing shot winner. 15-30. 15-30. Time won't give me time, but I've got too much. What? By the way, Chad, does anyone else believe that time is just an illusion? Anyway, 15-30. Don't think too hard. We don't need to discuss that. Anyways, forehand goes into the forehand slice of Bencic. Forehand now from Andreeva to the backhand of Bencic. Andreeva with a volley on Bencic backhand. Andreeva volley a winner. 30-all. 30-all. Great volleys from Andreeva. 30-all. Is Sinner injured? Yes. As that goes out by Bencic, 40-30. It is definitely, there is definitely an injury. He is definitely injured. All right. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. As we just serve it to the backhand of Bencic, and then Andreeva in the net. Bencic advantage to take the break and serve for the match. Advantage, Bencic. As we're back into backhand rally. Down the line out of the forehand of Andreeva. Sliced into the forehand of Bencic. Andreeva. Forehand down the line of the backhand of Bencic. Bencic hits it out though. Still no breaks to serve. As we get to deuce. All right, back to deuce. No breaks of serve in this entire match. Serve into the forehand of Bencic. Return. Into the back of Andreeva. Bencic in the... Andreeva in the net. Advantage Bencic. To break. And serve for the match. To play Swiatek in the semis. All right, advantage Bencic. As Andreeva serves a fault. Second serve. And that goes out by Andreeva. Bencic breaks. And she will serve to play Swiatek in the semis tomorrow. All right, first break of the day as well. We haven't had a break all day until now. So now we're probably going to get two in a row. Isn't that how it works? We get one break and then the next game, a break again. And we get two in a row in the span of 5 minutes. But let's see if Bencic can get it done. By the way, trainer came out on court for Bencic, but then she's like, no, I'm fine now. My foot's not that bad. So Bencic is... She had the trainer. She was like, I need the trainer for my foot, but I think the momentum, she's like, no, I don't need the trainer. Fair enough too, I think. I think that's fair that, Bencic was like, you know what? While I have the lead, I don't want to stop my own momentum, so I'm going to just pass on having the trainer. I think that's a good idea. Weather forecast, it is looking a little cloudy. I don't think it's going to rain, but then again, who the hell knows? It's overcast, but that's England. All right. We're just waiting for Sinner and Shelton to come out on court. They should be out on court very shortly. All right, Bencic serving for the match. She has made Grand Slam semis before, so she's serving to make another one. I think she made the semis of the US Open in 2019, and I think she might have made another one that I can't remember. Maybe Australia once or Wimbledon? Nope, just the one. Only one in the US Open 2019. And of course, she did win the Olympics in 2021. She is the gold medalist of the Olympics. So I'm trying to reach her second ever Grand Slam semi. Bencic serves. The forehand of Andreeva, down the line, the back of the Bencic. Andreeva backhand. Nope. Andreeva wins the point. Bencic hit it out. Love 15. Love 15. As Bencic serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Andreeva in the net. 15 all. 15 all. Bencic serves again. How's Sinner's elbow? I don't know. I haven't seen it. He's got in the practice. He had a sleeve, but I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him hit a forehand or a backhand or a serve. I think the elbow on the serve is going to be tough. He might not be serving as strong as he usually does. And it's 4-4 rally. Slice from Andreeva to the backhand of Bencic. Andreeva slice into the backhand of Bencic. Bencic in the net. 15-30. Chance for Andreeva to take back the break. 15-30. By the way, Chad, I'm not a big fan of this long delay between matches. I don't know, maybe Sinner and Shelton weren't ready to play yet? Or did they do that, like, not before blah, blah, blah? Maybe they did that. I thought the schedule was like one after the other, but maybe they changed it. Maybe it was supposed to be not until Wimbledon say so. Anyway, it's 15-30. Andreeva with a slice. Into the forehand of Bencic. Andreeva forehand again. At the forehand of Bencic. Down the line to the backhand of Andreeva. Bencic gets the point, though. Andreeva hit it long. 30-0. Yeah, I don't know what the schedule says, so I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the schedule. Maybe they're not starting until the bottom of the hour in 5 minutes. It was announced at 4:10 after Swiatek's match. Okay, then that's weird. Hopefully, it's not anything serious. They'll probably start at 4:30. Yeah, maybe they didn't. They weren't going to start till before 3:30. There's no not before time on the schedule. Okay, maybe they're just taking. Maybe they thought Swiatek's match was going to go longer. Anyways, 30-0. There's a backhand into the forehand of Andreeva to the backhand of Bencic. Andreeva slices it into the backhand of Bencic. The forehand of Andreeva sliced again. There's Bencic down the line. Andreeva's there with a forehand slice. Backhand of Bencic down the line again. Andreeva slices it into the forehand of Bencic, and Andreeva slices it again to the backhand of Bencic. Andreeva with another forehand slice. Another forehand from Bencic goes long, and Andreeva's got a break back point for 30-40. We hadn't had a break at all in this match until the last game. And now it is a break back point. They're not going to rush it, just one match schedule. Yeah, exactly. They don't have to rush anyway. They're walking out now. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing on my TV. I guess they're just... Oh, here we go. They're coming out now. All right. Sinner's on court. That's a sign. That's a good sign. All right, 30-40. Break point for Andreeva, but Bencic just got a time violation. All right, 30-40. Serve to the forehand of Andreeva. Return goes to the forehand of Bencic. Andreeva with the forehand again to the forehand of Bencic. Andreeva forehand slice down the line. Bencic there with the backhand into the backhand of Andreeva. Again, the backhand of Bencic on the stretch. Goes in the net. We get another break. No breaks. And then 2 breaks in a row. That's what I thought, chat. We have a spoiler in the chat. Who's spoiling the chat? A spoiler or a spammer? Who's spoiling? Who is spoiling in the chat? What's going on? Oh, okay. Thanks, Deb. Deb's dealt with it. Please don't put scores or anything in the chat. It's really annoying. Leave it to the screen. Say something productive, you know. Use your words. Okay, 15 love. We're back on serve. Swiatek doesn't have an opponent yet. Not yet. All right. And I can confirm, chat, that Jannik Sinner has got a sleeve on his right arm. I tell you, chat, I hope Ben Shelton is a bully today. I hope he bullies Sinner with that forehand, on that forehand side. Big serves into the body of Sinner. Just go body at Sinner. I hope Shelton, if he does serve, I hope that Shelton just goes straight at the body in the first point. Just go a 150 down the middle into the body of Sinner and just be like, if your arm is sore, I'm going to make it worse. Like, that's what I want from Ben Shelton today. I don't want, he's not, I mean, he is a nice guy, but I don't want Mr. Nice Guy. I want to see bully Shelton. That's what I want to see. Big Ben, the bully Shelton. That's what I want to see. I want to see him just go straight through Sinner on the first point and just be like, you know what? That's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go at you. If you've got a sore arm, that's your problem. That's not my problem. Hugh Grant in the house, by the way. I've mentioned that 10 times. But he is there. 40-15 on Andreeva to get the lead back. I'd be aiming straight at the elbow if I'm Shelton. Go straight at the body at the elbow. Like, try and hit his elbow. With a serve. All right. Andreeva holds. 6-5. 1 second, chap. Don't throw tomatoes at me. Okay. 150 to the elbow. Exactly. That's what I want to see from Shelton. 150 straight at the elbow. Just go target right. Just lock into that elbow and just go straight at it with the serve. Test it out. So we'll see how Sinner's elbow looks. So the forehand and the serve are going to be the two things that we focus on with Sinner and his elbow. We did notice that his serve speed was down against Dimitrov, but also apparently his forehand speed was down. So the forehand and the serve are the two big things for Sinner. And if that elbow is not 100%, those two shots will be affected the most. Because remember, on the backhand, he's got two hands. So he can use the left hand on the backhand more and kind of rest the right arm a little bit. So you're not really using the right arm's not even used that much on a two-hander anyway. It's kind of there to support the racket. But it will be the serve, because when you serve, your elbow sort of like it kind of like snaps a little bit at times. So he's going to be anything going up here, including a smash. And then, of course, on the forehand side, there's going to be a lot of force on the forehand. So he's going to have to... Those are the two shots. So if you're Ben Shelton, you're aiming for the forehand. You're testing the forehand out real quick. And you're probably avoiding his backhand, because Sinner probably wants to hit backhands. Bencic serving to get to a tiebreak in the second. 15-love. And Shelton hasn't dropped he's only dropped one set for the week. When they played last year, Shelton had come in with 3 5-setters. So Shelton's in a lot better physical position than he was when he played Sinner last year. And Sinner's in a worse physical position than last year. So kind of the tables have turned a little bit on the approach here, which is interesting. So we'll see whether or not that makes a difference. If anything, it obviously gives Shelton a better chance. Last year, Shelton coming in with, 3 5-setters, and then also, Sinner coming in fresh was always going to be a massive disadvantage for Shelton. Shelton did have opportunities, though, in the third set after being down 2-0, which was too late. So Shelton's got to win the first set if he's going to be any chance of getting upset. But much better opportunity for Shelton. Also, it's on court number 1, which is probably weird for Sinner. I don't think he's played on court 1 at all this tournament. So when was the last time he played on court 1? Maybe, did he play last year on court 1? I don't even know. I mean, Jannik Sinner being on number 1 court is weird for him, especially being number 1 in the world. Has he played on court 1 this week? Maybe he has, and I just didn't know. So day 2 he played on... Oh, he played on court 1 on day 2. Don't worry about it. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up, Cam. You don't know what he's talking about. First round he played on court 1. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ignore me. All right. 30-15. As Bencic serves again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Return goes wide. 40-15 to get to the tiebreak in the second. 40-15. All right, Shelton serving first against Jannik Sinner. Let's see what he does. Here we go. How's the elbow looking for Sinner? That is going to be a question. Sinner looks nervous. As with a backhand now from Andreeva. Bencic backhand to the backhand of Andreeva. Into the forehand of Bencic on the stretch. Andreeva comes in with a volley. Puts it away. No, Bencic put up a lob. And then the volley gets put away by Andreeva, and it's 40-30. All right. I've got Sinner in 5, but I don't know. I think Shelton's got a great opportunity here. But it just depends on how he plays, because he still has to play amazing. He can't play half-assed and think that he's going to win. Like, he's got to play his best tennis. He goes straight to the backhand of Sinner, slice from Shelton. A Sinner backhand cross. Shelton gets a forehand, but it's long. And it's 15. I love 15. This is not going to... Like, Shelton's going to play the best match of his life, even if he is playing injured Sinner, you know. Hobbs.
Sinner winning after being 2 sets down is a weird mental place. Does he really have confidence?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he should have confidence because he won the other matches. We get the deuce here. Bencic is in a little trouble. As it a forehand now from Shelton to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand from Shelton again. To the backhand of Sinner. A Shelton slice. Into the volley of Sinner. Sinner in the net. Shelton 15 all. All right, Bencic trying to get to a tiebreak in this second set. If you're just joining, we had no breaks to serve. And then we had 2 breaks to serve. As Andreeva returns, and Bencic wins the point. Advantage Bencic. As Shelton serves. A fault. Second serve, 143 from Shelton. He is serving big already. That was a 143 out wide to the forehand, but it didn't go in. That goes in the body of Sinner. Oh, nice from Shelton. Comes back, though. Sinner with a forehand to the backhand of Shelton, to the backhand of Sinner. Shelton backhand again in the net. It's 15-30. Shelton went at the body. He almost took Sinner out. Sinner got it back, though. All right, Bencic to the tiebreak in the second. Who you got, chat? Who's winning the second set tiebreak? Who you got? All right, Shelton serves. Into the back of the Sinner, return the net. Nice from Shelton, 30 all. Andreeva, another tiebreak. Yep, Bencic. Mirra. 7-6, 7-6, please. I'll tell you what, if you're a Swiatek fan, you want this to go 3. All right, 30 all. Shelton serves again. And that goes in the net from Sinner on the return. 40-30 Shelton. All right. By the way, Darren Cahill said that Sinner is ready to go. He is fine. As Shelton holds, and it's 1-love Shelton. And the first point goes to Bencic in this tiebreak. 1-love. One love Bencic. 1 second, chat. One love, Bencic. As we to serve again. There's a fault by Bencic, second serve. Second serve. Serve to the front of Andreeva, return to the back of Bencic. Andreeva backhand down the line, great shot. Bencic gets it back. Andreeva volleys it away, 1-1. All right, let's see how Sinner's serve looks, because that is going to tell us a lot. Serve from Sinner. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Backhand of Sinner. Again, the front of Shelton has been backhand Sinner again. The front of Shelton. In the backhand of Sinner. Shelton forehand again to the forehand of Sinner, but it goes out by Shelton. 1-1 Bencic serves. The backhand of Andreeva. Forehand of Bencic down the line's a winner. 2-1 Bencic. 2-1. All right, 2-1 Bencic in the tiebreak. Sinner serves 15 love. He serves another fault, second serve. Serving to the back of Shelton. Shelton in the net. 30 love. As a backhand now to the volley of Andreeva. Bencic with a forehand, and Andreeva volleys it wide. 3-1 Bencic. 3-1 Bencic. What are those bruises on Shelton's arm? So he had some all the time. They're from cupping. Is that what it's called? It's like acupuncture, I think. It's like a form of physical therapy, I guess. Anyways, 4-1, Bencic with a double break. So it's just so he can still serve big serves. It's just like a massage. Like, you know, it's just part of his recovery when he's playing these long matches or long tournaments. You see it a lot with swimmers. Swimmers usually have. I mean, all athletes do it these days. It seems to be the most popular thing. And I think it's acupuncture. Like, it's instead of putting the needles in your arm, you're getting, I think. Yeah. I mean, acupuncture is its own thing. But yeah, it's sort of around, it's in that same like category of traditional Chinese medicine, it says. Acupuncture, cupping is all an ancient sort of traditional Chinese medicine technique. But a lot of athletes do it. You'll see a lot of athletes with those on their body. During the Olympics, you can see the swimmers. I mean, there's a lot of athletes do that as part of their recovery. And it's not the first time Shelton always has big red dots on his arm. You see it all the time with Shelton. Like every tournament, he always has those on his shoulder. Because that's his weapon, right? I mean, he's got to serve big, so the shoulder needs to be in tip-top shape. But they look painful, don't they? They don't look pretty. And I'm sure other athletes have them, but they just wear sleeves, so you can't see them. All right, 5-2 Bencic. She's 2 points away from the Wimbledon semis. All right, Shelton with the 30-15. It's popular in Poland. There you go. All right, 5-2 Bencic. Breaking tiny blood vessels under the skin surface. That's what they're there for. Okay, there you go. All right, 5-2 Bencic. Andreeva serves a fault. Second serve. They look like hickeys. I have no idea what they are. What you're talking about. Anyway, 6-2. Match points for Bencic. 4 of them. 4 match points. As Sinner to backhand down the line, but it's just wide. 40-15 Shelton. All right. 4 match points for Belinda Bencic to take on Iga Swiatek in the semis of Wimbledon tomorrow. Andreeva. I mean, it's been a very, very close match. It feels like the Olympic final almost with Djokovic Alcaraz, the way it's been so close. It's been backhand from Andreeva into the front of Bencic. Forehand from Andreeva down the line. Bencic backhand into the back of Andreeva. As Bencic with a forehand cross court. Andreeva gets it. Into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Andreeva sliced. Bencic. Backhand again. Down the line. Andreeva is in trouble. As with a forehand from Bencic down the line. Andreeva puts up a lob. Bencic with a forehand. No, it's a smash. Bounce smash. Winner. She's into the semis. Belinda Bencic versus Iga Swiatek. She knocks out Andreeva. And Bencic, who is having a great comeback season, is into the semifinals of her second ever Grand Slam. She's into the second ever Slam semifinal. All right. So it's Swiatek versus Bencic. Winner to play Anisimova versus Sabalenka. It's a hell of a lineup. That's a heck of a lineup. But yeah, what a season from Bencic. She came back at the end of last year after having a baby. Won a title this year. She's gotten some big wins, and now she's into the semis of Wimbledon. That is an effort. A massive effort. All right, 2-1 Shelton. She's having a great season. She'll be seated at the US Open, I think, at this point. So that is a great comeback. She did leave, when she went and had a baby, she left at I think she was number 12 in the world at the time. So she came back. So she left the tour at a very high ranking. And now is 20 in the world. She's 20 in the world. She's been as high as 4 in the world. But yeah, number 20 in the world. If she makes the final, she'll go on to number 15. Around there. So yeah, top 20 for Bencic after making the semis. So there we go. All right, Shelton is leading here 2-1. But Sinner is serving. As the return goes into the forehand of Sinner. Slice from Shelton. Again, the forehand of Sinner. Shelton lob. Sinner with a smash. Is a winner. And it's 15 love. We've got Djokovic taking on Kaboli coming up next, so get ready for that. Head-to-head between Bencic and Swiatek. I think they've only played a couple of times. It is 3-1. No, 2-0. 2-1 Bencic, is it? Yeah, 3-1 Swiatek, sorry. 3-1 Swiatek. They played at Wimbledon 2 years ago. And that was the epic 3-setter where Swiatek saved match points. And then they also played back in the United Cup 23. They played the US Open 21 where Bencic got the win. And then they also played in Adelaide in 2021. So, yeah, haven't played since that epic 2 years ago. So we get a rematch. That awesome rematch. All right. Here we go. Sinner 40 love. Love. Serving to the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Sinner to the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand. Into the forehand of Shelton down the line to the forehand of Sinner on the stretch. Shelton gets the point. Sinner overhits it. By the way, Andreeva just turned 18 a couple of months ago. So to make the quarters of Wimbledon, even though we expect more from her because she's high ranked, still a hell of an effort at her age. So, and also we know how random the US Open can be. So maybe that's where she might do better. Maybe the US Open is where Andreeva makes that first slam final, makes that breakthrough. All right, 40-15. By the way, if you want to keep watching Sinner versus Shelton or Djokovic, who's coming up later, jump on over here. As the return goes back into Sinner, forehand from Shelton goes down the line wide. It's 2-2. But it's going to be Bencic taking on Swiatek, and that is going to happen tomorrow. So make sure you join us for that one. Semi-finals for the ladies both are happening tomorrow. But jump on over if you want to keep watching the men's quarterfinals to see who plays in the semis. All right. Here we go. Sinner holds 2-2. Two all. Caboli versus Djokovic coming up soon. So it's all happening. All right. As that goes out by Shelton, and it's love 15. Love 15. As the return goes in the net from Sinner. 15 all. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. All right, 15-30, chance for Sinner to break. $15-30. All right, 30 all. As Shelton gets a 40-30 with a great serve. Shelton to stay in front. And he does with an ace. All right, Shelton, 3-2, first set. All right. We have Djokovic taking on Caboli. Cool. All right. Shelton leads 3-2. Cam, you believe that if Sinner have good match now with Shelton, he will beat Djokovic in the semis? I mean, it depends how he pulls up after this match. The elbow is definitely a problem. It's definitely injured, so it depends. Also depends on how Djokovic looks. Djokovic could look terrible today. And then we think, well, how's Djokovic going to beat anybody? So if Djokovic looks great and Sinner looks sore, you give Djokovic the advantage, right? But if Sinner looks fine and Djokovic struggles, then you got to give the other advantage, right? So it just depends on how these matches look. Cam is not telling us anything on Sinner's serve so far, but he seems to be holding. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not commentating to your liking. He served an ace. Sinner just served an ace. He served an ace. He just served an ace. Sinner served an ace. Sinner served an ace on his serve. 15 love. "20 minutes played, 3-2. Learn to concentrate. Ah, that's my problem. I was wondering all this time. Thank you for pointing out that I don't concentrate. Yeah. Thank you. 30 love. Do I understand Italian? Nope. "30 love. As Sinner serves the back of Shelton, return the 4 to Sinner. Shelton backhand down the line in the net. 40 love. No ace sound effect. Oh, I'm sorry. There's 2 for you. " 40 love. Sinner serves the 4 to Shelton, backhand from Sinner. Shelton slice. Sinner backhand again to the backhand slice of Shelton. Sinner with a volley. Half volley, pick up winner, and it's 3-0. Nice work from Sinner. Shelton still needs his first set, even if Sinner is sore. All right, 3-0, 21 minutes. All right, welcome to the second quarterfinal of the day for the men, and we've already got Sinner and Shelton. They've just started. At the moment, it is level, 3-all. The winners of these matches play each other, so let's see if Djokovic Caboli, who's going to get into the semis. Can Caboli cause a big upset, or is Djokovic going to cruise, or is it going to be somewhere in the middle? And here is, we're seeing whether or not, if Sinner's injuries are going to be a problem, even if he wins this match. If it's going to be a problem in the next match, winners play on Friday. So the Friday semis for the men. As we serve now the backhand to Sinner. Return goes the 4 to Shelton. Sinner backhand. Goes long. It's 30 love. And here's the thing. Anyone who's saying that like Sinner's fine, there's nothing wrong with him. Of course there's nothing wrong with him when he starts the match, because when he starts the match, he's warm. He's ready to go. He's warming up. He's fresh. As the match goes on, and as Shelton serves all these bombs, as Shelton hits a tweener, and then Sinner puts away the volley, 30-15, the more that Shelton serves these big serves over, 2 hours, 3 hours, every time Sinner hits the ball, it's going to slowly affect his arm, right? So, of course, he's not going to be looking injured in the first game, because he probably would have had painkillers before the match. He probably would have had a massage before the match. He probably would have had whatever put on his arm before the match. But as the match progresses and those things wear off and he starts using the arm more and more and more, that's when it's going to be a problem. So, yeah, he looks fine. We're 20 minutes in. Talk to me when we get to 2.5 hours. That's when we'll know whether or not Sinner is going to be, if this injury is going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem in the first game of the match, because that's when he's going to be feeling his best. 30-15. As with a forehand out of the backhand of Shelton, into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton forehand, again to the forehand of Sinner. Shelton's picking up the pace as he goes to the backhand of Sinner. Again to the forehand of Shelton. Sinner forehand to the backhand of Shelton. Into the Sinner backhand, and Shelton backhand again. Sinner with a forehand inside out. Shelton gets on the stretch. Shelton now with a forehand, with a backhand slice. Sinner comes in with a volley. Shelton with a lob. Goes long, 30-all, and Sinner with a shake of the fist. 30-all. 30-all. Thirty-all. 30-all. Djokovic and Caboli about to walk out on court. As we just serve again from Shelton. 30-all big point here. He needs a serve. He needs a first serve. He serves a let. It's a 144 let. Serve again from Shelton. The backhand of Sinner. Return goes forward to Shelton. Sinner backhand again. Passing shot. Shelton with a volley. Sinner's going to get there with a slice lob. But Shelton with a smash. Sinner gets the ball, but it hits in the net. 40-30 Shelton. Oh, Shelton's making some faces here. He's not happy with that shot, but he hit a good smash though. 40-30. Sinner had no place in the quarters. Disgusting. Shut up. 40-30. As we're serving to the backhand of Sinner. Return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Sinner forehand pass. Shelton volleys. Sinner backhand pass. Winner. Woo. Deuce. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. Nice hitting from Sinner. I don't think Sinner's injury is as much a factor here like Cam is making it out to be. I'm sorry. Do you want to take over the... Do you want me to... I'll just leave. Mia, do you want to say something? No? Okay. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton to take the lead. Shelton serves. A fault. Ooh, that was a 147. Shelton serves starting to pick up. Second serve. As we return out of the backhand of Sinner, down the line of the backhand slice of Shelton, into the forehand of Sinner, who hits a drop shot. Shelton gets there, Sinner with a volley, but it's in the net, and Shelton holds. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3. Alice, the reason why anyone who's coming in here saying that Sinner's faking an injury or saying stupid things like it's disgusting that he made the quarters, Sinner didn't injure Dimitrov. It's not like he tripped him over or he punched him in the arm. Dimitrov had a freak accident happen. So to blame Sinner is so stupid. So anyone who says that needs to leave. And Alice, and I know you agreed with that person, so you're getting upset because I told that person to be quiet. So you're probably thinking, oh no, am I next? How is Sinner at fault of Dimitrov's injury? What are you talking about? He did nothing but play. In fact, Dimitrov's serve was an ace, and then he did the peck. Sinner didn't even get the ball back. There's nothing that Sinner did besides stand on the court. So that's why those people need to leave. Because those people are silly. They're so silly. And if you think it's disgusting, then you should probably leave. You should probably leave. Is that the McLaren guy? Was that the McLaren guy? Not Lando, not Piastri, the guy that runs the company. All right, Shelton holds 4-3. Darren Cahill looks nervous. Sinner to serve. Sinner to serve. People are accusing Sinner of magic. I know. Yeah. Sinner's magic. Chat. Didn't you know that Sinner's a wizard? 4-3. Sinner hits a winner. 15 love. Yeah, Zach, is his name Zach Brown? It was him? Hey, see, I watched Drive to Survive. That's the only reason I know that. The McLaren, he must be loving life. McLaren's kicking ass. Wasn't he the CEO of something else and then he came to McLaren? Am I getting that right? Wasn't he like the CEO of something else, and then he came to McLaren, and then he was part of the Piastri deal, which everyone was freaking out about. Am I getting that story right, or I just made that up? Maybe I just dreamt it. 15 love. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Sinner, but it's out by Shelton. 30 love. I agree. Sinner had nothing to do with Dimitrov's injury. Well, yeah. Anyways, 30 love. Djokovic hasn't made it to the court yet. Sinner gets a 40 love. All right, 40 love. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Sorry, let. First serve again. Serve. Is a fault by Sinner. Second serve. Second serve. Into the corner. Shelton. Shelton goes wide and Sinner holds. 4-4. 4-all. Does the elbow seem to be affecting anything? Not yet. Not yet. Like I said, the longer this match goes on, that's when we're going to start telling whether or not Sinner is feeling sore. So what we'll do, chat, is in the second set, let's say it's 1 set all after 2 sets, we can compare the first and second set, mainly the speed of serve by Sinner. That's the big one. If his serve speed starts to drop, you know that it's because he's getting a bit sore. As Shelton hits a winner and it's 15 love. Shelton needs his first set still. Like I keep saying, he needs a first set. I don't care if what Sinner's doing. He needs the first set. So yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens after 2 sets, because then we'll get a better idea of whether or not Sinner's physically declining or if it's just stable. You know, we can get a better idea. If it's stable, that means that the injury is not. It's still injury, but he's not like. It's not making it worse, right? He's not getting worse. You know. 15 love, but yeah, we'll get to the injury. We'll figure it out after the second set. We'll go through the. And also, if he's up 2 sets of love, I mean, that doesn't hurt, does it? All right, 30 love. Shelton looking to lead again. Yeah, we need it. Yeah, in the long run, we'll get a better idea on how he's feeling. Also, he's got to return that serve of Shelton, you know, and that's going to keep. I mean, that it's going to hurt the elbow even if you're fresh. Shelton's going to test that elbow on every return. And Shelton's hit 146 serves. I mean, they're huge serves. All right, serve again. Is a double fault Shelton. Huge second serve fault. All right, for 30-15. 30-15. As the return goes in the net by Sinner, 4-15. Shelton serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. All right, that's 2 double faults in the game. 40-30. 40-30. And Shelton serves another fault. Serve in the back into Sinner. Return goes out. Shelton holds. 5-4. 5-4. Shelton. All right, 34 minutes played. 5-4. All right, 5-4. Djokovic and Cobolli walking out on court. So tomorrow, chat, as expected, we've got Sabalenka and Nissimova first, and then we've got Bencic versus Swiatek. That is the order of play tomorrow. Djokovic is about to come out on court. I think they're just waiting for the royal box to stop eating so they can return to play. Sinner should play well. I mean, maybe. All right. 5-4, Shelton leads. Let's see if Sinner can continue to hold. Serving to the forehand is to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits a winner down the line. Too good. And it's 15-love. 15-love. Serve again. As the return goes to forehand to Sinner. Slice from Shelton. Sinner with a volley. Down the line winner. 15-all. So 30-love. 30-love. Love. Serve again from Sinner. As the return goes back into Sinner. Forehand from Shelton to the forehand of Sinner, but Shelton hit it out. 40-love. Love. Is this Shelton's best chance to upset Sinner in a Grand Slam competition? Yes. Serve is a fault by Sinner. Second serve. All right, Djokovic, Cobolli has not started yet. They haven't even made the court yet. Anyways, forehand out of the slice of Shelton. Forehand from Sinner. Again to the back of Shelton. And Sinner forehand down the line. He's on the line. Winner, 5-5. 5-5. All right, 5-5. Serve again from Shelton. So Zach Brown, is the McLaren CEO, is sitting with the Cobolli box. All right. He's Team Cobolli, apparently. I guess McLaren likes... is McLaren Italian? I thought I was Ferrari. All right. 5-5. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Shelton. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand. Into the slice of Shelton. Sinner comes in with a forehand. Shelton puts up a lob. But it's going to go wide. Love 15. Sinner putting the foot down. McLaren's German. Oh, okay. British. Okay. when Sinner came out, all you Sinner minions were saying that Shelton can't get a point on Sinner, who has an injured elbow. Now you guys are saying he's not injured. Who's saying anything? Who are you? Who are the minions? Anyways, Love 15. What are you on about? Why, Alice? Why are you picking fights? Come on now. Don't pick fights. Love 15. As that goes out by Sinner on the return. 15-all. Djokovic, Caboli about to walk out on court. So here we go. Why did Sinner get a harder quarterfinal than Novak? That's a bit harsh. Because Draper lost in the second round. That's the easy answer. Because Draper lost. That's why. That's the reason why. Draper lost to Cilic, and Caboli took Draper's place. So that's one reason. The other reason could be because Bublik lost. The other reason could be because Caboli beat Bencic, right? That's the reason. 3 players that we expected to be here all got beaten. So Caboli made it. Caboli, by the way, is no slouch. Like this kid is dangerous. There's so many Italians, it's hard to keep up. But Caboli is one of those Italians that you need to mention and talk about. Caboli is legit. He's a little erratic. He can be a little, get a little crazy, but he is scary. He is a scary player. He didn't make the quarterfinals by accident. All right, 30-all. Shelton's in trouble. Sinner doesn't want to play a tiebreak. 30-all. Shelton serves. And ace down the tee. That was a 143. Woo! All right. 40-30. Shelton to take the lead again. Serve to the back of Sinner. Return goes to the net. Shelton. 2 big serves. 6-5. I love that Shelton just talks. I love how he just I love how he just talks the whole time. Turns around, he's like, hey! He just says shit. I don't know what he's saying. He's speaking English, I think. I don't know. I can't understand. I can't read his lips. But he just turns around, he's just like, hey! All right. Djokovic and Caboli on court. Here we go. Sinner's going to have to play a tiebreak if he wants the first set. All right, let's see who's going to serve first in this Djokovic match. I'll tell you, chat, 12 months ago, Novak Djokovic was looking... Well, he's looking sore because he had that knee brace. 12 months later, he looks like he's 28. All right. Here we go. Sinner serving to take us to a tiebreak in this first set. Still a must-win set for Shelton. Sinner faked his injury as he was completely outclassed by Dimitrov. Yeah, I mean, no, but okay. 6-5. By the way, Chad, apparently it is a full moon, so that makes some sense. What's going on? As it a 4 now from Sinner, that's a winner. Shelton's not happy with that. 15 love. $15 love. Sinner serves again. It's a fault, second serve. Yep, Djokovic and Caboli are warming up. Shelton in the net, 30 love. No Roger today. He showed up for that one match and then one day and then he left. All right. Sinner 40 love to take us to a tiebreak. All right. 40 love as Sinner serves again. Serving to the back of Shelton. Return goes back into Sinner. Shelton slice. And Sinner comes in with a forehand winner. All right, tie break. Here we go. We're going to a shootout to start the first set of this match. It's been a pretty quick first set too. I think it's been 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah, 45 minutes exactly. Chat, I was counting every minute in my head. 45 minutes exactly. Who you got winning the tiebreak, chat? I'm gonna go Shelton to make it interesting, but I think Shelton needs to win the tiebreak more. I don't think Sinner's losing from a set up ever. Shelton serves first. Serves in the forehand Sinner. Sinner in the net. But according to that, it was called a fault. Okay, second serve. Hawkeye just said no. Second serve. Into the forehand Sinner. Return is shanked long. That's a great second serve. All right, 1-love Shelton. 1-0 Shelton. All right, back to Sinner. Served in the tee from Sinner as a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand to Sinner. Back in it from Shelton into the forehand to Sinner. Shelton forehand on the stretch. Into the back end of Sinner. Shelton back in the rally. A forehand again to the back end of Sinner. Shelton with a drop shot. All right, Sinner's going to get it with a slice. He hits a drop shot too, but Shelton's there with a slice backhand. Winner down the line. 2-0 Shelton. All right. Good start. 2-0. By the way, we're almost at 500 likes. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Also, we're almost at 2 love. Sinner serves again. Into the backhand Shelton. Good return. Sinner backhand into the forehand Shelton on the stretch. Sinner backhand down the line. Too good. 2-1 Shelton. 2-1 Shelton. By the way, Djokovic going to serve first against Caboli. Let's see what happens now. Can Caboli keep things interesting? Hey, Joshua, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. I've got Djokovic in. I'm going to go. Did I say 4? I can't remember. Hey, Julian, thank you for the 15 months. I'm going to go Djokovic in close straight sets. All right. 2-1 Shelton as he serves a fault. Second serve. Serve again from Shelton. 2-1. I said 4? Okay. Either way. Serve to the back of the Sinner. Return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand down the middle. Shelton's there with the backhand into the backhand of Sinner. To the backhand of Shelton on the stretch, but it's in the net. 2-0. We're back on serve. 2-2. Two all. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Is a double fault. All right. Sinner's got the mini break. 3-2. Sinner. Also, Djokovic up 30 love already. He serves in the back of Caboli. Return goes forward. Nope. That was a let. All right. 3-2 Sinner. Sinner with the serve. 3-2. Well, hello. As we serve to the backhand of Shelton. Good return to the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand on the stretch. Sinner with a backhand cross. Shelton's got it. With a forehand into the backhand slice of Sinner. Again to the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand again. Shelton on the stretch. Goes long. 4-2 Sinner. They change ends. Nice work from Sinner. Djokovic hits it out and Caboli gets the point. 30-15. Mia, do you have anything to say? What's up? Just chilling? Just chilling, guys. She's just hanging out. Look at her paw. See, look at her paw. Just hanging out of the... You're just chilling, aren't you? Look at her paw. That's her foot. What are you doing with your foot? All right. 4-2 Sinner. She's just chilling. Serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Return goes into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton on the stretch. To the backhand of Sinner. Into the forehand of Shelton. And Shelton hits the baseline. Did he? No. Yes. No. It was out. Hawkeye said no. Hawkeye said no. 5-2 Sinner. 5-2 Sinner. Also, Djokovic holds 1 love. 5-2 Sinner. What is it? What are you looking at? What's up? 5-2. 5-2. As we serve in the backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Shelton down the line. Sinner's there with a slice. A Shelton forehand. Into the forehand of Sinner on the stretch. Shelton forehand to the backhand of Sinner. Again to the forehand of Shelton. And he hits it out, Shelton. Sinner's got 4 set points. 6-4. 6-4. Sorry, 6-2 Shelton, Sinner. 4 set points. To take the first set. 6-2 Sinner. Serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve Shelton. Serve to the back end of Sinner. Return goes to forehand of Shelton, who shanks it, and there it is. First set, Sinner. Shelton is going to be serving second in the second as well, so that's a rough one for Shelton. But Sinner takes the first set. 7-6 in 52 minutes. What a shame this fake number 1 will not survive for long. Prince Alcaraz is coming for you. Oh my God, relax, buddy. Love 30 as that goes in the net by Djokovic, 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. As that goes out by Djokovic, 30-all. Caboli trying to get on the board here in this match. Settle some nerves. All right. As Caboli slice forehand, Djokovic backhand into the forehand of Caboli. Djokovic volley, can't get it. Caboli, good forehand pass. All right, 40-30. 40-30 Caboli. All right, 40-30. As a return goes in the net from Djokovic, and it's 1-love. Caboli on the board. Caboli talking to the umpire already. 1-1. All right, first serving from Sinner in the second. He misses the forehand, love 15. 1-1. What did I say? Djokovic serves. The back into Caboli. Back into Djokovic to the back into Caboli on the stretch, but Djokovic hit it wide. Love 15. You said 1-love. Oh, my bad. All right. Is Shelton even targeting the arm when he's trying? All right. Love 15 here on both courts as Shelton slices it into the forehand of Sinner. To the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand. Again to the forehand of Shelton, who hits it out. 15-0. 15-0. Also Djokovic. Love 15. All right. Good serve from Nole on the second serve. 15-0. All right. 15-0 is Djokovic forehand to the back of the Caboli, who hits a passing shot winner. 15-30. Also 15-30 was Shelton. 15-30 on both courts. $15-30. $15-30. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Caboli backhand down the line. That's a great shot. Djokovic gets over the slice. Caboli forehand in the net. Oh, he had the rally too. Shelton wins the point. He's got break points. 15-40. Man, Caboli was winning that rally too. 30-0. Yeah, Fognini retired effective immediately. All right, 30-all and 15-40. Shelton with a chance to break in the first game of the second. Oh, hello. What's up? 15-40. Sinner serves. Into the back of the Shelton. Return goes short. Sinner forehand. Winner. 30-40. What is it? You got here, do you? No. 30-40. Still break point. Caboli hits it in the net. 40-30. 40-30 Djokovic. All right, 30-40 Sinner. In trouble. Had no breaks to serve yet. Serve to the back of Shelton. Return goes short in the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand pass in the net. Deuce. As Caboli hits it out, and Djokovic 2-1 in this first set. Josh. Thank you, Joshua, for the donation. Appreciate it. All right. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. Sinner serves again. And it's an ace. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. To take the lead in the second. Advantage Sinner. And Shelton returns a backhand, but it's in the net. Sinner 1-love in the second. 1-0. Sinner has almost as many aces as Ben. Yeah. It's because Sinner's returning is so good. He doesn't allow people to hit aces. All right, 2-1 Djokovic is Caboli, great serve, 15-love. 15-love. Both matches at the same time. I did not expect that. Yep. That is correct. Uh, 15-love. Djokovic returns it back into Caboli. And Caboli hits it behind Nole for a winner. 30-love. 30-love. All right, 30-love. And it's Caboli forehand to the forehand of Djokovic. Back into Caboli. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Nole hits it long. 40-love. Love. By the way, chat, Camilla the Queen is there. Queen, is it? She's the Queen by marriage. Well, I don't know. What do we call it? The kind of the sort of the Queen. She is the Queen, I guess. 'She's the kind of the Queen. She is the Queen. All right, she's married to the King. You know, Charles. 40-30. Ah, 40-30. Was it 30-all? Shelton serves an ace, 40-30. And Caboli gets the deuce on his... Well, he is at deuce on his serve. Djokovic looking for that break. As Caboli serves an ace down the tee. Advantage Caboli. Great serve. And Shelton holds. 1-all in the second. Ooh, Caboli hit the line by this much, according to Hawkeye. All right, back in Caboli into the back end of Djokovic. Drop shot's good. Caboli's going to get there. But hit it wide. Ooh, just. All right, deuce. All right, Caboli just missed the pass. By the way, Alice, can you just relax? I feel like you're just picking fights with everyone. If you don't, why are you watching Sinner if you hate Sinner so bad? Like, what are you doing? Faking injuries? He faked because of Dimitrov. But, like, move on. I know you're probably sad for Dimitrov, but, like, Why are you bashing Sinner? People are here to watch Sinner. Leave them alone. Let people enjoy in peace. Why are you being such a hater? It's really annoying. Just look at the chat and you're writing essays just saying how Sinner is faking injuries and how because he was being embarrassed. Like, what are you talking about? Also, again, why are you watching this match then? It's really unhealthy. All right, advantage Caboli. Yeah, chat, don't take the bait. If anyone's saying anything crazy, just ignore them, all right? They're just looking for attention and they're bored, all right? Or just really upset by stuff. I don't know. They're having a bad day. 2-0. Caboli holds. All right, Sinner. He won the first set 7-6. And to the backhand down the line to the backhand of Sinner. Slice from Shelton. There's a forehand now from Shelton. Goes wide. And it's 15 low. You know what? It's getting too much. You're making it too hard, chat. Some people are making it too hard. I'm sorry if you're not a member. Yeah. 30-15. This is getting too hard. All right. Too many people are going nuts. Just relax. All right, Caboli holds 2-0. All right, 30-15. Sinner serves. No, he doesn't. (30-15). Sinner serves again. An ace down the tee. 40-15. And as I say, if you are not a member, jump over on Twitch because I will read your chats over there. I can see the Twitch chat, so jump over there if you are a member. If you're not a member and you don't want to be a member, you can jump over on Twitch. And follow us over there as Sinner holds 2-1 in the second. All right. 2-1. All right. Love 15 here. Caboli looking for the break. As Djokovic hits a lovely drop shot. Caboli gets with a forehand, but he overhits it. All right. $15 all. 15 all. As Djokovic serves again. Into the forehand of Caboli on the stretch. And Caboli hits a return winner. 15-30. What a return. $15-30. As we just serve as a fault, second serve. Lovely pickup by Shelton to hit a half volley winner. Love 15. Oh, so 15 love. Beautiful shot by Shelton. All right, serve from Djokovic is an ace down the tee. 30 all. 30 all. As a return now from Sinner goes long. 30 love. All right, Djokovic 40-30. Clutch serving. Into a serve out wide. The forehand of Sinner. Return goes to forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand pass. Goes wide. 40 love. 40 love. That was a backhand return from Gaboli. Djokovic forehand winner. 3-2 Djokovic. 3-2 Djokovic. Shelton serves an ace. And he levels 2-0 in the second. Hey, Yukoslav, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate that. By the way, Chad, after these matches, we've only got 6 matches left for Wimbledon. Semi-finals for the ladies, semi-finals for the men, and then the women's final, the men's final. 6 matches left, and then it's over. We're 3 down with 1 to go. All right, Sinner serves. 2-0 in the second as we get a forehand now from Sinner down the line. Shot with a pass, Sinner volleys it away. 15 love. We're over halfway through the season. I think after the French Open, it's halfway. We're only 4 days away from knowing who won Wimbledon. 15 love. Sinner serves a fault, second serve. Shelton returns the forehand to Sinner. Forehand from Shelton again, the backhand to Sinner to the forehand to Shelton. Sinner backhand down the line. Shelton's got it with a slice. Sinner with a forehand inside out to the forehand of Shelton. Sinner with a forehand cross court. Shelton's there with a slice backhand. Sinner comes to the net. Shelton with a forehand pass. Goes out. 30 love. Nice hitting from Sinner. 30 love. Gaboli hits the forehand long, and it's love 15. All right. As we just slice from Shelton in the net. And it's the 40 love Sinner. So love 30. Djokovic a chance to get the break here. Love 30. Gaboli serves. Serving the back in Djokovic. Back in Gaboli is a drop shot. Djokovic gets it with the slice. Gaboli forehand pass. Too good. 15-30. Shelton hits it out. 3-2 Sinner in the second. Gaboli, lovely forehand cross-court winner. So the winners of these matches will play each other in the semi-finals on Friday. Dimitrov had an operation on his injury, apparently. Yeah, he might be out for a while. All right, 30-all as Gaboli hits a serve and volley winner. 30-all. Serve again. All right, 40-30. Gaboli to level this first set. He serves a fault, second serve. 7 to the back and Djokovic. Return goes forehand to Caboli. Djokovic forehand again. The forehand to Caboli. Caboli in the net. We get 2 deuce. Why are they playing at the same time on different courts? This should be both on center court. I don't know. I feel like you guys need to start calling Wimbledon. Because maybe that'll make a difference. As Sinner hits a backhand winner. Love 15. As Caboli serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes forehand to Caboli. Djokovic backhand into the backhand to Caboli. As Djokovic forehand to the forehand to Caboli. And Caboli in the net. Advantage Djokovic to take the break. All right, nice serving from Caboli. And he gets to deuce. As we just serve again. And the return goes to forehand Caboli. Caboli in the net, advantage Djokovic again. All right. Sinner, by the way, just shook out his elbow for the first time today. The first time today, he just did this. 40-15. And the coaches look a little concerned. 40-15. All right, advantage Caboli, but that goes... Sorry, advantage Djokovic, but it goes back to deuce. All right, Shelton holds 3-all. But yeah, Sinner just went like this. I think Sinner's... Again, we knew this was going to happen. The longer the match goes on, the more the elbow is going to take. And we're almost an hour and a half in. And it was the first sign of any discomfort. Because again, Shelton serving 145-mile-an-hour bombs. You've got to try and get those back every time. You're taking... that on the arm every day. Every time, right? Now, if he's up 2 sets to love, it might not make a difference. But Shelton's got to win this set with or without Sinner's elbow. Whatever's going on. I mean, Sinner just hitting the net. And again, Sinner's shaking the elbow out. And you can tell that somebody's hurt because they put their racket in their left hand. If they're right-handed, you can tell that he doesn't want to hold the racket. Even hold the racket. Caboli holds. That was a great game to level. Love 15. But yeah, Sinner is sore. For the first time, we're noticing he's sore. And it was because he had an air swing when Shelton went at the body. And he must have done something when he had that air swing. And he hit the ball, serve in the net. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Shelton. Return goes forehand to Sinner. Shelton backhand slice. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand again. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton forehand. Again to the forehand of Sinner. He's doing it properly, Shelton, but Sinner's hitting big. And then Shelton hits a slice backhand. Now in the net. 15-all. Shelton was making Sinner hit forehands, though. And again, Sinner takes the racket in the left hand to avoid holding the racket in the right hand, which is the one that has the bad elbow. All right, Djokovic with the jumping volley. 15-love. 15-love and 15-all Sinner. And I hope Shelton's paying attention because if Sinner is in discomfort, and I think Shelton is paying attention because he's making him play forehands, and Shelton with an air swing, great serve, Sinner, 30-15. Djokovic 30 love, trying to stay in front. Sinner serves again. Fault, second serve. Caboli with a lovely slice. Djokovic with a tweener, but it's in the net. Casually hitting tweeners in a quarterfinal. Why not? 30-15 as we return now into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand for Shelton. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand. Into the Sinner forehand. Shelton backhand again. Sliced. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton with another backhand. Into the forehand of Sinner. And Sinner hits it wide. And that was that hurt. That one hurt Sinner. He knows it too. As soon as he hit it, he just went, I can't hold my racket. Sinner is in pain. 30-all. He went to hit the forehand and he sprayed it wide. He just went, oh, that is not good. Darren Cahill has put on reading glasses. He is serious. He took off his sunnies and he's now wearing reading glasses. That's a sign he's concerned. Caboli at 30-all, by the way. All right, 30-all. Sinner serves. He serves a fault. Second serve. Shelton's got to take advantage. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Shelton. Return. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand slice. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand again. Into the backhand of Sinner. To the forehand of Shelton. A Sinner forehand. Goes to the Shelton backhand. Shelton in the net. 40-30. 40-30. Man, Shelton was in that rally too. He just went a little too central. All right, Caboli also unable to get a break point. 40-30 for Djokovic. All right, Djokovic comes to the net. Lob goes up by Caboli, but it's out. 4-3 Djokovic. All right. But Sinner is in pain. As he serves in the backhand of Shelton. Return goes back into Sinner. Shelton with the slice. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand again. Into the backhand of Sinner to the forehand of Shelton. And Sinner with the backhand again. In the net. And we get back to deuce. And again, Sinner just poking the elbow. Sinner is poking that elbow for the first time today. He is feeling... Oh, by the way, I'm going back to when it actually happened, chat. So Sinner, Shelton served a ball right at him, and Sinner shanked it, and then he was like, ouch. So it was when Sinner shanked a return, that triggered it. That's when Sinner's elbow started to hurt. So Shelton served a 141 down the tee, and Sinner shanked it and then grabbed his elbow. At 15-all in the 3-2 game. So that's when it happened. That's when it triggered the injury. Advantage Sinner. So that's the moment. The Shelton serve and Sinner just mishit a ball and that hurt. It might not matter though. Advantage Sinner. But that's what hurt the elbow. It was that one shank. By the way, Fabio Fognini is watching Caboli. Love to see it. He's just chilling in the box after retiring. He's, 3 hours into retirement. He's just chilling. Anyways, Sinner hits it out again and again. He's starting to get frustrated, Sinner. Which is, I mean, when I say that, he's talking to himself, which is about as frustrated as he gets. Deuce. All right. We get back to deuce. Shelton's got to do something here. He's got it. Before Sinner gets any sort of medical attention, Shelton's got to make it count. Serving to the forehand of Shelton. Return goes in the forehand of Sinner. Shelton forehand on the stretch. Sinner backhand. Down the line, Shelton's just defending with a slice in the net. And Sinner gets to advantage. Sinner trying to push himself into getting this game. The streets won't forget Fognini. Hell no. All right, Caboli serves an ace at 15:30. All right, advantage Sinner to stay in front. As Sinner serves. Into the forehand to Shelton. Return goes into the forehand to Sinner. Shelton backhand slice. Sinner with a forehand again. The backhand to Shelton. Into the forehand to Sinner. Shelton backhand again. Down the line. But it goes out. Sinner holds. 4-3 in the second. But the elbow is frustrating him. All right. 30-all here. Djokovic wants the break. I'll tell you, if you're a Djokovic fan, as Caboli hits an ace 40-30, and he gets out of this match in straights, and Sinner's got to go to the semis in a couple of days after playing Shelton for, whatever, 3-4 sets, whatever it is, and that elbow's not 100%. I mean, the elbow's getting worse because of Shelton. Shelton's making that elbow work, right? They're just showing the replay when Sinner shanked it and straight away just grabbed the elbow. So, again, it just takes one shot, one mishit, one bad return, that could hurt Sinner's elbow. So if you're a Djokovic fan, I think his odds go way up if Sinner comes into the semis looking like this. And if he beats Caboli in straights and looks fine, you got to think that Djokovic might be the favorite against Sinner. Because Sinner is in pain. And Shelton is, he's working it. He's working the elbow, making that elbow a little sorer going forward. Now advantage Djokovic to get the break. Nole needs to take his to take his match, in straights to give him the best opportunity to play if he does play Sinner. As the backhand return goes in, the volley of Caboli. Djokovic with the pass in the net. Oh, Nole's gone down. He just fell over. He's all right. Deuce. All right, Shelton to serve again. Shelton serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve Shelton is a double fault. All right. Love 15. It's Caboli double faults, and we've got a break point for Djokovic here. Jannik doesn't deserve to lose because of an elbow. I don't think he's going to... Well, he's winning, so I don't know what do you mean? Shelton says another fault. Second serve. Second serve in the forehand to Sinner. Return is wide. Great body serve by Shelton on the second. By the way, good sign. It looks like Sinner's holding his racket in the right hand again. So, again, when he went for that ball in the last Shelton service game, he might have just, jammed it. And then, after a couple of games, it might have... I wouldn't say it healed, but it definitely maybe just, maybe it was an initial, shock. Because he looks like he doesn't look like he's bothered by it as much right now. As Caboli hits a forehand down the line, but it's wide. Djokovic breaks. And Shelton, by the way, is giving away too many errors. 15-30. All right, Djokovic going to serve the first set. He's going to serve out wide. The backhand is Sinner. Return in the net. Nice from Shelton. As he serves again at 30-all. All right. Djokovic serving for the first set. 40 minutes played. Shelton serves the forehand to Sinner. Return goes to the forehand to Shelton. Sinner backhand on the stretch. Shelton goes down the line. Sinner's got up the forehand. Shelton's in trouble. Puts it in the net. Break point Sinner. 30-40 to take the break and serve for the second. All right, serve and volley, but Caboli hit a return winner. All right, love 15. Love 15. Lovely return from Caboli. Shelton serves the backhand of Sinner. Return goes back into Shelton. Sinner. Backhand into the forehand of Shelton, who goes down the line, and Sinner can't get it. Nice work, Shelton. He gets the deuce. Lovely forehand winner. All right, back to deuce. Tsitsipas should fire Goran after he roasted him on TV. Okay, what's that got to do with this match? No clue what that has to do with anything right now. All right, love 30, by the way, is Shelton with a great serve, and he gets to advantage. Advantage Shelton. To take the game and level. Serve from Djokovic. Love 30, Caboli. As he hits a backhand Caboli into the backhand of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net. Love 40. Shelton holds. Strong hold. Well, solid, necessary hold. Love 40 for Caboli here. Love 40. Caboli to get back on serve. All right, Sinner serving again at 4-0, and Djokovic serves a let. All right, love 40. Djokovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Norway. Into the forehand of Caboli. Return the forehand to Djokovic. Djokovic hits it out. Oh no. All right. Caboli breaks back. To get back the break, but he's still down 5-4. Okay. 30 love, by the way. Sinner trying to stay in front. Nice serve from Sinner. 40 love. Looks like Sinner's arm is acting up. Yeah. It's he shanked a serve. Shanked a return, sorry, and it did some damage. All right, 40 love. As a return now, the backhand of Sinner, backhand slice from Shelton into the slice of Sinner, but it's out by Shelton. 5-4 Sinner. Shelton's going to serve to stay in the second. Sinner, by the way, shaking the fist, so he's got some positive energy going on. Even though he might have been sore for a couple of games there. All right, 5-4 for Sinner. Caboli serving to stay in the set now. Damn it. That was the chair. All right. Nice. Sorry. Oh, Shelton's got the trainer out here. Shelton's got something going on with his ankle. All right. Serve out wide the forehand of Djokovic, and then that goes in the net on the return. 15 love Caboli. So Shelton's just getting some tape on the ankle. Extra tape. 15 love Caboli. Shelton just getting his ankle taped up a little extra. As the return goes to forehand to Caboli. Backhand a slice from Djokovic. Into the forehand of Caboli as Djokovic forehand to the backhand of Caboli. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Caboli backhand. Again to the slice of Nole as Caboli backhand again. Djokovic gets there with another slice. Caboli backhand down the line. Djokovic forehand pass. Caboli drop volley winner. Beautiful shot. All right. 30 love Caboli starting to play. 30 love. 30 love. And Djokovic gave him a round of applause. Caboli was down. 30 love. As he serves a fault second serve. As Shelton comes to the net. And Sinner puts up a lob, but it's out. All right, double fault Caboli, 30-15. Shelton serving to stay in the second. He serves an ace out wide. 30 love. Serving to the body of Sinner. Return goes into the slice of Shelton. Sinner comes in there with the backhand and hits a winner. How did Sinner get that back? Sinner almost got decapitated. How did he get it back? How did he get that back? It was like from his like that was a headshot. And he's like, "Bleh." How did he get that back? And then he won the point anyway. All right, 30-all by the way. Caboli in trouble. 30-all. Chance for Djokovic to take the set anyway. As Sinner hits a forehand to the forehand of Shelton. Off the tape into the backhand of Sinner. Shelton forehand. To the backhand of Sinner on the stretch. Shelton's there with a slice. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand slice again. Into the backhand of Sinner. To the forehand of Shelton. Sinner backhand. Down the line. Shelton's there with a slice backhand. As Sinner comes to the net with a forehand and hits a winner. 30-all. As Djokovic goes to forehand to Caboli. Backhand at Djokovic cross court. Caboli gets on the stretch. As Djokovic backhand again at the backhand of Caboli. Caboli hits it out. Djokovic got a set point. 30-40 to take the first set. Despite Caboli playing pretty decent in the last couple of games. All right, 30-40. Set point Djokovic. Shelton is trying to avoid that as well. He says a fault though. Uh-oh. Shelton's in trouble. Second serve. As Caboli serves a fault second serve. Shelton goes with a forehand inside out. Sinner gets on the stretch. Shelton forehand down the middle. Sinner's there with a backhand. Shelton backhand cross court. Sinner's got it. As Shelton backhand again. Into the backhand of Sinner to the backhand of Shelton. Sinner forehand. Nope. Shelton hit it out. Set point for Sinner for a 2-love lead. And Djokovic does not get the set yet. Caboli survives. Caboli survives. All right, deuce on that court. All right, Sinner with a set point for a 2-love lead. Shelton serves. A fault. That was a 147, but it was in the net. Second serve. Into the body of Sinner. Return goes into the forehand of Shelton. A Sinner forehand again to the back of Shelton. Sinner gets the game and the set. First break of the day gives Sinner a 2-love lead. But he's had to work for it, Sinner. As Caboli puts Djokovic on the stretch. Caboli comes in with a smash, puts it away. Caboli levels 5-5. All right. The Italians putting on a show. Sinner's up 2-love. And he's going to be serving first in the third. All right. 5-5, back to Djokovic. Remember, Djokovic has had set points. All right, Djokovic's serve. 5-5. Djokovic serves. An ace or an unreturnable. 15 love. Djokovic serves again. Serve to the back into Caboli. Return goes out. 30 love. All right, 30 love. Serve to the back end of Caboli. Back into Djokovic. Drop shot. Caboli's going to get there. Djokovic forehand down the line. Caboli's going to get there with the backhand. Lob. But it goes long. $40 love. $40 love. Djokovic to take the lead. Make Caboli serve to get to a tiebreak. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Oof, Sinner just rockets a forehand cross-court winner to start the third. 15 love. There's Caboli in the net. Djokovic holds. Caboli's going to serve to take us to a tiebreak. All right. $15 love. As return goes to forehand to Sinner. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand to Sinner, who hits a winner down the line. 30 love. 30 love. $30 love is with a serve again from Sinner. $30 love. As a return goes a forehand to Sinner. Forehand from Shelton. Again, the forehand to Sinner. Sinner hits it into the forehand to Shelton, but no. Sinner hit it out, sorry. 30-15. $30-15. His serve speed is still low, but at least he is winning more of his first serves. Yeah. All right, return goes into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand out from Shelton, sliced. To the backhand of Sinner, who hits a backhand cross-court winner. 40-15. Beautiful shot from Sinner. All right, 15 love Caboli. How's the arm? Is it bothering Sinner? It was in the middle of the second. Shelton had a big serve, and Sinner started, like, for a couple of games there, Sinner was really struggling with the elbow. But the last couple of games, it seemed to have gone away. So that initial sting, I guess, of that shot must have worn off. But yeah, he's definitely not. I mean, look, he's obviously winning, but he's not 100%. There's no way you can say the Sinner's 100%. And if he's playing against Novak Djokovic, he's going to have to hit a lot of balls. That's the big difference here, right? Against Shelton compared to against Dimitrov or even against Djokovic maybe in the next round, as Caboli tries to get to a tiebreak. When you're playing Shelton, you're not going to have long rallies. You're not going to have to hit a lot of shots, right? Yeah, you're going to have to deal with a big serve. But Sinner's the rallies aren't as long as they're going to be if he plays Djokovic. And the elbow's going to get even more of at the moment it's getting a workout because of the power. So it's going to get we've seen that at times that power is hurt, right? But if he plays Djokovic, he's going to have to play 20-shot rallies consistently. And that's going to be a different problem for Sinner if he plays Djokovic. All right. 40-15 as Caboli tries to get to a tiebreak. And yeah, in the middle of that second set, when Sinner was in pain, Shelton couldn't get the break. That was the moment. If Shelton had gotten that break in the middle of that, 3-0 or what was it, 4-3? Or 3-0, sorry, when Sinner was serving, that was the moment where Shelton could have got that break. Might have been one set all, and when you're down or when you're losing, the injuries hurt more. When you're winning, they don't hurt as much. But when you're losing, you think about it more. It feels worse. So, and that was the moment where Shelton had that little chance. As he's serving volleys, Shelton won all. As he levels, Caboli still hasn't got to the tiebreak here, 40-30. As the return goes in the 40 Caboli, backing it from Djokovic, passing shot. Caboli volley in the ground. Deuce. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Caboli has already saved a set point. There's an ace from Caboli. Advantage Caboli to take us to a tiebreak. Advantage Caboli. Serves an ace. Whoa, that had a lot of chalk. All right. Tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak, chat? 6-6. Who you got? One hour played in this first set as well. Remember, these matches started relatively around the same time. Felt like they did. I think it was maybe 30 minutes apart. 30 love Sinner as he tries to lead. Djokovic serving first. Djokovic has had set points. All right, Sinner's got 40 love. Djokovic serves in the back of Caboli. Return goes back into Djokovic. Caboli forehand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Is Caboli backhand into the slice of Djokovic. But he hits it out. One love Caboli. All right, and Djokovic does not look amused. 1-0. And Sinner gets a 2-1 with a big serve. Hugh Grant looks like he's asleep. One love. 1-0. Caboli. What's up? What's up? 2-love Caboli. See a tail just... What's going on with your tail, Mia? What's on your tail? It's just... Look at the tail. That's a tail. Look at the tail. What's up? Like for the dog. All right. 2-0 Caboli. Hello. What's up? 3-0 Caboli. 3-0 Caboli. Caboli. As Djokovic serves. Into the back end of Caboli. Caboli in the net. 3-1 Djokovic on the board. 3-1. 3-1 Caboli. I think we all know that Caboli has to win the first set. As Renee set wide from Djokovic, and it's 3-2. 3-2 Caboli. Hugh Grant is definitely asleep. He is definitely asleep. He is asleep. I told you he's asleep. Hugh Grant is asleep. Classic. He is asleep in the royal box. Somebody give him a nudge. He is asleep. He is snoozing. 3-2. He is asleep. All right. 3-2 Caboli. Serve. Into the back of Djokovic. Forehand for Caboli. Into the forehand of Djokovic to the stretch. Djokovic is it out. 4-2 Caboli. They change ends. Turn around and just be like, wake up, Hugh! And then run away. He did not care. He's like, you invited me. I don't care. I'm sleeping. I'm tired. All right, 4-2. All right, 4-15 for Shelton here as he tries to level the second. So the third. Caboli serves. Caboli with a serve. Ace over T, 5-2. 5-2 Caboli. Also 30 Shelton trying to level the third. Caboli 2 points away from taking the first set here. Sinner hits it in the net. Shelton. By the way, Sinner's starting to take his racket out of the right hand again. Sinner's starting to change his hands. All right, Caboli on the stretch goes to the forehand of Djokovic, and Djokovic puts it away. And it's 5-3. 5-3 Caboli. Yeah. Sinner's he's doing that thing again. So maybe one of the returns that from the Shelton serve might have done something. Again, that seems to be when the serve is strong. All right, return for Caboli. Oh, it just went out. That would have been an amazing return, but he missed it. Anyways, Caboli's still got the mini break, 5-4. And he's going to serve to take the set. That won't stop Caboli. If Caboli wins his first set, what a comeback for him. What a fight back. What's up? 5-4. As Caboli serves, it's on his racket. 5-4, Caboli serves. Fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Djokovic, return the backhand of Caboli. Into the forehand of Djokovic. As Caboli forehand down the line. Djokovic is there with the backhand cross. Caboli gets it. Djokovic forehand. Into the backhand of Caboli on the stretch. Djokovic in control. Goes down the line with the backhand. Caboli on the stretch with a slice. Djokovic forehand down the line. Caboli backhand pass. Djokovic volleys. And it's too good. 5-5. Djokovic gets the mini break back. That'll wake up Hugh Grant. 5-5. Caboli still with a serve, though. 5-5. Caboli just played too safe. 5-5. As Caboli serves again. Sinner's got 40-15, by the way. As Caboli serves. Into the forehand, Djokovic. Return goes to the forehand, Caboli, who goes behind Djokovic for a winner. That's a smart shot. He's got set point. Remember, Djokovic had a set point when he was serving with the set at what, 5-3? around then. And now Cobolli's got a set point. But it's on Djokovic's serve. 6-5 Cobolli. Djokovic serves. Yeah, Sinner's arm is not doing well. He's hurting again, Sinner. The arm is not looking good again. He's still winning, though, 40-30. Serving the front of Cobolli. Return goes in the back of Djokovic. Cobolli can't get that. Djokovic threads the needle with the backhand down the line. It's 6-all. They change ends. 6-6. All right, 40-30 Sinner. To take the lead again. As Sinner serves the fault second serve. As a return from Shelton goes to front of Sinner. Shelton backhand, sliced into the net. Sinner holds 3-2. 3-2 in the third. 6-all. Djokovic to serve. Cobolli has been solid. And he was losing. So it's been a hell of a fight back. But it will all be for nothing if he loses the set. Cobolli slice return goes in the front of Djokovic. Cobolli with the passing shot is going to be a winner! Cobolli's got another set point! And Djokovic is not happy. 7-6 Cobolli. And Nole just kind of going, what the hell was that? Camilla loves it. Is she the queen? Is she the queen? She's the queen, right? Queen? Is she? We don't know. Nobody knows. I think she's married to the king. All right. She loved that shot, I think. I don't know. She looks confused. 7-6. She is the queen, I think. Cobolli. He serves. And Djokovic in the net. Why does Cobolli look like he knows what he's doing and he's been here before? Why? How? How does he know? How did that happen? Man, how did that happen? Djokovic is down a set. He was set points, Djokovic, and he lost it. Cobolli takes it. And we still don't know if Hugh Grant's awake or if Camilla knows if she is the queen. Two questions we need answered. What the hell do we call her? And is Hugh Grant awake? Hello? Is he? Hello? All right, 4-1 for Shelton. Sinner cruising, but he's in pain. Has a bit of slice now for Shelton. Into the corner, Sinner. Shelton puts up a lob. Sinner comes in with a smash. Puts it away. Oh, Shelton's down. Ooh, that was a slippery. Ooh, that was not a good fall by Shelton. He's not. He's okay, I think. He's all right. That was a nasty looking, awkward fall by Shelton. Yeah, knees went. He did the splits and Sinner's like, you all right? Sinner's like, not again. Keep getting blamed for these random injuries. It's not my fault. He slipped over. I didn't do it. I didn't make him slip. All right, love 15. Shelton's all right, though. He serves an ace down the tee just to make it better. 15-all. By the way, Djokovic played a great set. 14 winners and 8 errors. Cobolli, 22 winners, 17 errors, and he got the set. Crazy. Cobolli won one more point than Djokovic, and that was the difference. All right. Shelton trying to level the second. Good catch. The third set. Cobolli serving first in the second. We're going to have at least a 4-set match, unless Cobolli wins in straights, which would be insane. 30-15 Shelton. MTO for Hugh Grant, yeah. Somebody asked if he's awake. All right, Shelton. 40-15. Some American flags are flying. Serve again from Shelton. Into the 4 to Sinner. Return goes out, and Shelton levels 3-3. I'll tell you already, Shelton's doing better than he did against Sinner last year. So that's a positive. All right. 3-3. Three all. Maybe he was looking at his phone. Yeah, I mean, it happens to me all the time. Maybe he was just looking at his phone the entire time while he was sitting there like this. Maybe he was just looking at his phone. I get accused of sleeping all the time when I'm looking at my phone, so I feel his pain. All right, 30-15 Caboli. First game of the second as Djokovic hits it back into the corner. Caboli hits a drop shot in the net. That would have been a winner, but Caboli hit it too short. All right, Sinner losing the first point. He loved 15 Shelton. All right. All Caboli serves. Into the front of Djokovic. Caboli forehand down the line. Djokovic there with the backhand. Into the net from Nole, though, and it's 40-30. Caboli. 40-30. By the way, chat, does anyone else think this Djokovic-Caboli match could be this 5-set crazy 5-setter? Is it shaping up to be like a random crazy-ass 5-set match? Anyways, backhand goes down the line from Sinner. Slice from Shelton goes in. Sinner comes in with a forehand, puts it away. Caboli holds, 1-love. I mean, it could be a 2-set to love epic comeback Djokovic, too. I mean, I could see that happening. He's done that before in this stage against guys who are Italian. Just saying. Remember 2022? All right. Sinner serves. Sinner with a serve. He's trying to keep the lead here. As the return goes in the net from Shelton, 30-15. Nice serve from Novak. 15-love. 15-love. All right, nice serving for Sinner, 40-15. 40-15.
Cam Shelton needs to do more defense if he wants to win.
Nah. I like his game the way it is. Thank you for the 5. All right, 40-15. Sinner serves. A fault second serve. Five and a half hours of curfew. I think we'll make it. I think we'll be fine at this point. The roof might close, though. They might have to shut the roof for the Djokovic match. Shelton in the net, 4-3. Sinner in the second. Sorry, the third. We're in the third set. It's the third set. It's a Grand Slam, best of 5, third set. 2 sets to love Sinner. Djokovic holds 1-1 in the second. All right, 1-1. Back to Caboli. Cam said Caboli will be tricky and jinx Nole. I don't think you know what a jinx is. So what? Now I'm getting comments about me getting like predicting things, and now it's a problem. Okay, yeah. First, it's like, oh, you said this, and the opposite happened. Oh, and now it's like, oh, you said the thing was going to happen, and now it's happening. Oh, I can't win. I just can't win. You just can't win. Anyways, 15 love Caboli serves. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand from Caboli. Again to the forehand of Djokovic. As Caboli goes again to the forehand of Djokovic. Sliced. Caboli forehand down the line. He's a winner. 30 love. Caboli's got confidence too. 30 love. Caboli does look confident. All right. Sinner is only a break and a hold away from the semis. As a forehand now to the backhand of Shelton. Sinner puts up a love. Shelton with a smash. And that's a win up. And it's 15 love. 40 love Caboli. Honestly, I want Fritz to win the tournament. That'd be cool. All right, 15 love Shelton. Tough crowd. All right, 15 love. And Shelton serves another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Caboli serves an ace, 2-1 in the second. All right, backhand Sinner to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand Sinner to the backhand of Shelton. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton backhand again. Into the forehand of Sinner. Shelton with another forehand cross court. Shelton now with a backhand, but no, Sinner hit it out. 30 love. 30 love. I'll tell you what, Jack. Caboli is just too cool. He's just too cool. He's just too cool. He's just chilling. Like, just like, I'm up a set against the greatest player of all time at one of his most successful events. What do you want? I've never been to the quarterfinals before, but I don't care. Like, he's just like, he has got that Fanini energy, for sure. You know, that Fanini, like, just that, like, whatever. I'm winning. Who cares? Like, he knows it. I mean, he's got that confidence. I love it. He just looks so relaxed. It's weird. He's like, yeah. I've done this before, I'm sure. All right, Shelton. Went for a lovely drop shot winner. That's how he made the fourth round of the French. All right, 40 love. Shelton hits wide, and it's 40-15. All right. 40-15. And Shelton holds 4-all in the third. All right, 4-all in the third. Back to Sinner. Sinner has not been broken. As the return goes in the forehand of Sinner. Slice from Shelton to the slice of Sinner. Shelton with a lob. Sinner with a volley. Shelton's going to get it with a forehand, but Sinner goes with the queen. Oh, he hit himself in the nuts. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sinner's just gone. Oh, no. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh, no. He just hit him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What has he done? Oh, no. Oh, that was... Wait, did it hit him in the leg? Hang on. Oh, I hit him in the knee. Oh, thank God. Whew. It's okay. It's okay. It was close, but it missed. It's okay. It hit the leg. It hit him in the leg. That was too close, though. I think he was more like, ooh. That was way too close. It hit him in the knee. Whew. Anyways, love 15. He lost the point anyway. Serve into the back of the Shelton. Return gets a forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it wide. And it's love 30. That was a near miss. Oh, God, that could have been terrible. That would have been terrible, chat. That would have been something. But he hit the knee. It was knee. It was in the knee. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Love 30. There's a bit of serve into the backhand. Forehand of Shelton. Shelton, it's it out 15-30. 15-30. 15-30. As he serves again. 15-30. By the way, we're almost 1,000 likes. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Sinner gets to 30-all. Good serve. Bad miss by Shelton. 30-all. Djokovic 40-30 as he tries to level. He does with an ace. 2-0 in the second. Caboli won the first set, though. All right. All. Sinner serves. Served in the tee. The forehand Shelton return. Into the forehand Sinner. Shelton backhand. In the net. Oh, Shelton's cramped. Did he start cramping? Shelton dropped his racket and started limping. 40-30. What the hell happened there? $40-30. Yeah, it looked like cramp. Seems like he's all right, but 40-30. Serving to the forehand Shelton. Return goes to the forehand Sinner. Shelton backhand slice. He comes to the net. Sinner with the pass. Too good. Too good. Sinner's one game away from the semis. And Shelton's going to serve to stay in the match. And I'm sure if Sinner does win this match now and get off court, he's going to look and go, oh, cool. 2-0. It's Caboli backhand down the line to the forehand of Djokovic, cross court into the forehand of Caboli. Djokovic gets the point. Caboli goes wide. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Chance for Djokovic to get this break. He was up a set point in the first set, Djokovic. He was winning. All right, serve is a fault from Caboli. Second serve. As we just serve again. And Djokovic gets to 15-40. Chance for Norway to break in the second. All right, Shelton serving to stay in the match. He serves out wide the forehand Sinner, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return goes to the forehand Shelton. Sinner forehand down the line. Great shot. Shelton gets it. Sinner backhand is out. And Djokovic breaks, by the way. 3-2. Shelton just hit Sinner. What the hell? Shelton shanked a forehand and it goes into the Sinner. Goes into Sinner. By the way, chat. Most Grand Slam quarterfinals appearance by an Italian man. Sinner with 12. He's the most ever. Sinner is the greatest Italian player of ever. This is how it is. As that goes out by Shelton, 15-0. Yeah. The greatest Italian tennis player of all time. Jannik Sinner is fast becoming that guy. If he isn't already. Please don't spoil the scores. That's really annoying. 15-0. Shelton serves a fault. Second serve. Serve into the back end of Sinner. Good return. No. It went long. 30-15. Who are the other options? Petrangeli and Panetta on the men's side. And then on the women's side, not sure on the women's side. I think the women's side, it's definitely a shorter list, but I'll have to do some research. But yeah. All right. That goes out by Shelton. Sinner's 2 points away from the win. 2 points away from the win. $30-all. Shelton needs that serve. 30-all. All right, Shelton serves. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Sinner forehand again to the forehand of Shelton. Into the back of the Sinner. Shelton forehand again in the net. Match point for Jannik Sinner to take his spot in the semis. It hasn't been without pain from Sinner. He's definitely had trouble with the elbow, but he's just been too good when it mattered. All right. Match point, Sinner. 30-40. Shelton with the serve. There's a let. And Shelton serves again. Shelton serves again. Into the back of the Sinner. Return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Sinner can't get that one. Shelton too good. That's a way to save a match point. Deuce. Crazy shot from Shelton. Match point saved. Deuce. All right. 40 love, by the way, Djokovic. He serves out wide. The backhand of Caboli. Caboli hits out. 4-2 Djokovic in the second. As Shelton with a forehand into the forehand of Sinner. To the backhand of Shelton. Sinner gets another match point. Shelton hits it out. Advantage Sinner. Match point number 2. To play the winner of the other match that's happening at the moment. In the final, semi-finals on Friday. All right, Shelton with the serve. Down the tee and ace, all right. Back to deuce. Shelton's girlfriend can't watch. She's just like, what is this sport? What? This is too much. All right, deuce. Shelton serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Double fault. All right, match point number 3 for Sinner. Advantage Sinner again. Also, Djokovic love 30. He's trying to get that double break. Yeah, Djokovic put the foot down. He's starting to play properly. All right, advantage Sinner. Match point 3. Shelton serves. To the back of the Sinner. Return goes in front of Shelton. Shelton hits it long. Sinner's into the semis. He's smiling. Sinner. He's got a bit of a smile. Darren Cahill's happy. Everyone's happy. Except for Shelton. He's not happy. All right. Sinner's into the semis. Not 100%. He's not 100% fit. But he gets to the semis anyway, and he's going to have to play the winner of this match. And when he gets off court, he's going to be maybe pleasantly surprised by what's going on. Sinner is through. And Darren Cahill was so happy because this morning they might have thought he wasn't going to play. Shelton's had a great week. He's had a great tournament again at Wimbledon. He just keeps running into Sinner at Wimbledon. Maybe next year, if he doesn't play Sinner, he might, let him play someone else. Why couldn't he play Norrie? That would have been 5 sets maybe, but still. Why do you have to play Sinner again? And Alcaraz at the French. I mean, come on now. Shelton doesn't get to play those guys. Maybe he makes the semis here as well. All right. Caboli's still down break point here. 30-40. Djokovic wants the double break. Serving to the backhand. Djokovic. Volley from Caboli is out. And there's the double break. 5-2. Djokovic is going to serve for the second. All right. 5-2 Djokovic. All right. 5-2 Nole. Shelton does so well at slams, though. Oh, yeah. Shelton's very consistent at slams, which is awesome. If he's only losing to the top guys at slams, then he's obviously doing well. He's just not on that top level. But he's top 10. I mean, you make quarterfinals of slams, that's top 10. All right. Straight set Sinner, but not easy. Not easy. And also not comfortable either, because he was in pain with that elbow in that, especially in that second and third set. He had elbow issues. The serve was definitely punching his arm. All right, Djokovic will serve for the second. Joe played great this time. One to watch. Oh yeah, he needed that tiebreak. We knew that at the first set. He needed that tiebreak. He had chances in the second at 3-3 when Sinner was hurt, but couldn't take advantage. So he is in these matches. He just couldn't take his chances. But still, very competitive straight sets. Very competitive against the best player on the planet, even if he wasn't 100%. Anyways, Djokovic 30 love. At the end of this game, we're going to merge the stream. So if you want to keep watching Djokovic versus Caboli, you can come on over here. All right. $40 love. $40 love. As Caboli hits a backhand wide, and there it is. 1-set all. 1-set all. Djokovic recovers as Djokovic does. 1-1. All right, chat. Like I said, if you want to keep watching, jump on over. We've got to find out who's going to make the semifinals and play Sinner. But Sinner wins 7-6, 6-4, 6-4, and he will take on the winner of this match. It wasn't easy though. He did have to work hard for that, and also the elbow was causing issues at times. So we'll see whether or not that becomes a problem. Obviously, after that serving as well, he's going to recover after this and see how it feels tomorrow, and I see how he pulls up. So we'll see what happens. But make sure you come on over. Watch what's going to happen with Djokovic and Caboli. It's 1-set all.